My next claim is, other than Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant is the most successful playoff performer in NBA history.
You saying Kobe Bryant is the best playoff performer?
It's not close.
So how could you say it's not close when we seen what MJ do? We seen what he did.
I said MJ is the best.
Okay, so how about we take it to LeBron, right?
Sure.
Because let's be honest. LeBron, unique. Everything, unique. What he did from Cleveland, 07, took him to the NBA Finals. Okay, we seen what
against two teams that didn't win more than half of their games.
But he still did what he did, right? He still
and then got swept in the finals by the Spurs.
He still derailed Ben Wallace. He still derailed.
No, Ben Wallace was not on that team in 2007. He was on Chicago that year.
Okay, you got me. But still took out Detroit, right? Still
yes,
to the
won
hole, right?
2 more games in Cleveland and had the same net differential that year. They were identical teams. Then he gets into the finals with the top 3 net rated defensive team. They were in 1-possession games against the Spurs and got swept.
But let's take it to the Heat, right? Let's take it to the Heat.
Oh, let's take it to the Heat.
Okay, yeah, 3-peat. Even though he didn't
He did not 3-peat.
He did 3-peat, but he made 3 appearances, right?
He went to 4 straight and he won 2.
Okay. He did his thing there. Then he went to Cleveland. It was a bunch of scrubs. Even though he had Kyrie,
whoa. The year before the team up in Cleveland, when he left Miami to go to join an ascending all-star guard in Kyrie Irving. Do you remember what was happening in the NBA at that same time? Do you remember something called Riggin for Wiggins? Because every NBA team was trying to get Andrew Wiggins. Guess who got Andrew Wiggins? Guess who got him? Cleveland. They won the draft lottery. They got Andrew Wiggins, and because he was so coveted, they managed to flip him for Kevin Love. Kevin Love, that year, before he went to Cleveland, hold on.
Okay.
Kevin Love was top 3 league-wide in box plus minus, value over replacement, and player efficiency rating. He was second or third in all those metrics behind only LeBron James and that league's MVP, that year's league MVP, Kevin Durant. That was Kevin Love. He was second team All-NBA, and if there was not positionality that year in All-NBA, he would have been first team All-NBA. That was the third option in Cleveland.
You're going to let me talk?
Hold on, you said those were scrubs in Cleveland?
They all wasn't scrubs. Okay, you're right. You got Kevin Love, you got Kyrie Irving, but who do they need? They needed LBJ. They needed LBJ. Who did Kobe Bryant need? He needed a whole roster plus the bench. Derek Fisher. Who else?
Never an all-star.
Trevor Ariza.
Never an all-star.
Paul Gasol.
One-time all-star. Do you know who Kobe Bryant's third leading scorer was on the Shaq teams in the second and third title? Derek Fisher, who played in.
He was clutch.
He never made one All-Star team. Never won All-NBA designation his entire career.
Not everybody's a star, bro. Not everybody's a star.
But LeBron had stars at every stop he went after he left Cleveland.
He did though. He really did.
He did.
He had 2 co-stars, bro.
He did.
He had
Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Then he jumped to Kyrie Irving.
Okay, back to Miami Heat.
Then he went to Anthony
back to Miami Heat. Back to Miami Heat, bro. I'm from Dade County. Chris Bosh was not really that guy in Miami. It was really him and Dwayne Wade.
Let me hold on. Chris Bosh really wasn't that guy.
No, he wasn't.
But he went to 11 All-Star appearances in 13 seasons. And the year before he teamed up in Miami, he was 20th in VORP, 18th in BPM, 4th in PER, and wait, hold on. In a lower scoring era, in a lower paced era, Chris Bosh averaged 24 and 11 the year before the team up. He really wasn't that guy. Are you kidding me?
No, not to a certain degree. No, he was not that guy. And let me finish this off because you was talking the whole time. I hear what you're saying, but Kobe. Okay, you're saying besides Michael Jordan, Kobe was the second best playoff performance. I have to scrap that because LBJ going from team to team to team, taking these players with him. Kobe, he stuck with a team. I give him that. But Kobe, he gave up at certain times. He was a prima donna. He said, "I'll do it by myself." How could you do it by yourself, dude? You got to say it by Andrew. You got to say it by Paul Gasol. You couldn't do it with Dwight. You couldn't do it with Julius. You couldn't even do it with D'Lo. I mean, come on.
I hear people yelling Steve Nash. You played 40 games with Kobe.
Debate me about it. You couldn't do it with nobody else. You couldn't do it yourself.
He did do it himself way more than LeBron James ever did.
How?
Way more. How? Because he took Pau Gasol, went to 3 straight finals and won back-to-back.
Did we forget the COVID chip? Did we forget the COVID chip? Did we forget 2020?
I certainly didn't forget about it. He had Anthony Davis, who was a top 5 player.
That's it.
Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo,
LeBron won without him.
Alex Caruso.
How can you talk about playoff success without talking about Bill Russell from the Boston Celtics? He won 9 straight NBA Finals.
Before we get into it, let me just, how can we talk about it? Well, because there were anywhere between only 9 to 14 teams in the NBA at the time that Bill Russell was playing.
You can only,
and because, hold on, and one last point, I'll turn it back over to you. And because Bill Russell played with anywhere between 6 to 8 other Hall of Famers throughout all of his title runs. That's why I'm not talking. No disrespect to Bill Russell. He's in my top 10 all time. He's close to like 6 or 7, but he's not Mount Rushmore, and he didn't have better playoff success than Kobe Bryant.
How can you talk about how there are less teams, but then you're also going to talk about how he has so many Hall of Famers on his team? Like Tommy Heinsohn would not be a Hall of Famer in today's game.
I mean, well, that's your opinion.
Bill, I mean, look at the guy. Look at the guy.
Is that what we're going based off? Look at the guy?
No.
Look at Nikola Jokic. Look at that guy.
He's absolutely incredible. I watched.
Yeah, but look at him.
It's not I'm not talking about the body type. I'm talking about the way he played. Tommy Heinsohn, you look, he's like shooting like a freaking high school kid.
So that's the competition that Bill Russell was playing against that you think so highly of.
Bill Russell, success is, look, let's say you out-debate all these guys. This is the only people you could debate against. No offense, these aren't the best basketball historians of all time sitting in this room.
I am.
Ouch, guys.
Kevin's pretty good. Hold up.
Boo! Boo this guy!
I like this guy on the right.
Hold up. Bill Russell could only play against who he could play against. And he won 9 finals in a row, 11 all time. If you're getting to about accolades with your Mount Rushmore comments before, how could you not include the guy who has the most NBA championships of all time?
I think talking about accomplishments, it's a nuanced conversation when you're talking about NBA playoffs, right? Like, who did you play? What opponents did you face? What kind of supporting cast did you have? Kobe Bryant played more 50-win opponents than any player in NBA history. He beat more 50-win opponents than anyone in NBA playoff history. Let me just walk you through this. Looking at all the other top tier, like top 10 all-time players that are dynastic, let's look at them, all right? The percentage of 50-win opponents that they played in NBA history. Your guy, Bill Russell, 56%. Larry Bird, 55%. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 43%. Magic Johnson and LeBron James are sitting at 50% of their opponents faced were 50-win opponents, right? Now let's get into the upper echelon guys. Steph Curry, 63%. Tim Duncan, 65%. Michael Jordan, 67%. 85% of Kobe Bryant's playoff opponents that he faced throughout his entire career won a minimum of 50 games. That is by far the hardest gauntlet of competition that any player has ever faced. There are 5 players that have faced at least 4 50-win teams in one postseason. That would be the 95 Rockets, the 2024 Dallas Mavericks, and then the 2001 Los Angeles Lakers, the 2008 Los Angeles Lakers, the 2010 Los Angeles Lakers. 3 Kobe Bryant teams, and 2 of those 3 had Pau Gasol, not Shaquille O'Neal, and he still won 5 though. He still went to 7 finals and won 5 of them.
You're throwing so many numbers out there right now.
I know, it's hard to argue against,
the only
isn't
2
it?
numbers that matter are 9 NBA championships in a row and 11 all time. Who is the second most NBA championships of all time? Is it Robert Horry, one of Kobe's old teammates?
No, probably one of the other 7
That's
Hall of
probably
Famers
true.
on Boston's team.
Another stat, I tell you. Guess how many times Wilt Chamberlain beat Bill Russell in the playoffs for the NBA Finals? 0. That guy scored 100 points, one of the most dominant players of all time. The only number that matters when you're talking about NBA playoff success is the 11 championships that Bill Russell has. I see a Wheaties box with Bill Russell holding his 11 rings in his hand. The rings would barely go above his fingers because there's not nearly as many as Bill Russell has.
Fair. Give Kobe 7 Hall of Famers and play 8 teams.
So you're a big Kobe fan, right?
Well, I'm more of a historian and a supporter of greatness.
Why are you a Kobe fan?
His tangible on-court product, coupled with his accomplishments, make him an undeniable top 3
What
all-time
does Kobe
player.
stand for? The word Kobe. You're a Kobe fan, right? What does the word Kobe mean?
Well, he was named by his parents because they were eating in a Kobe steakhouse when his mother Pamela was pregnant with him. So
tender meat, right? Tender
means.
meat, right? Kobe's tender meat, right? So let's talk about, you like numbers, right? What is the average PER?
I mean, they support things, yeah.
Wait, Mr. Scully? What is the average PER in the NBA?
Just scap.
Scat, Mr. Scat. Like Scap. Okay. What is the average PER?
That's scalp.
You get it. What is the average PER?
What do you mean by average?
Like, what's the average PER for
Let's
players
talk
in the NBA?
about. Well, we could
The average
talk
PER.
about. We could talk about all time.
Okay, player efficiency
PERs.
rating.
Yeah.
It's 15 in the league. That's the average.
Yeah.
Kobe's
Now-
at 22.7.
Okay.
Kobe is a great player.
Yeah.
But he's not elite.
Okay.
LeBron and MJ, their PER is 27
Okay.
for both.
Okay.
So Kobe is a construction worker.
Okay.
Kobe's a mechanic.
I feel
Kobe
you.
is
Hold on, bro.
Kobe's an average human being. He doesn't have any generational talent. He just worked really, really hard. LeBron has generational talent. Michael, generational talent. And on top of that, they have hard work behind that put them in the league of their own. So there's LeBron, MJ. Everybody come last.
All right, let's
it's
talk.
Kobe,
Let's talk
Michael, Bryant.
context, because you want to talk player efficiency rating (PER).
Correct.
When you look at the top 30 PERs in league history, there are 3 players that existed within 1996 to 2012. Okay. Now, I know you know about 96 to 2012 because I previously had to set that context in a conversation earlier. The dead ball era in NBA history. There are 3 players in the top 30 in all-time PER, Shaq, Tim Duncan, and Yao Ming. Because they're bigs that play close to the basket. Kobe Bryant is higher rated in PER than any other player that lived in that era other than those 3 players. Higher even than other great bigs like Kevin Garnett and Dirk Nowitzki because they played further out from the basket. It was a remarkably inefficient time that Kobe Bryant existed in. Kobe Bryant's true shooting percentage, 55% for his career. The true shooting percentage league-wide on average for Kobe Bryant during his career was around 51%. So he was an above-average player, actually. The true shooting percentage last year was 58%. There are 12 players that play now that are in the top 30 in PER because of how much easier and more efficient the time is now. Nikola Jokic is destroying LeBron James in advanced metrics. He's a higher PER player, BPM player, higher win share percent. He's higher, and he's higher than even Michael Jordan. Because this era, is Nikola Jokic the GOAT?
No, he's not the, wait.
Because it's easier now than it ever has.
So we're talking about Kobe Bryant, the guy that's inefficient, right? The guy is turnover ratio compared to his assists is bad. Kobe get like 5 assists and 5 turnovers a game. And Kobe is not a good leader. Kobe talk bad to players. He told Smush Parker that you don't have enough accomplishment to talk to me. Who talked to their players like that?
He actually made Smush
Wait, I let
change in
you
a broom
talk.
closet.
Who talked to their players like that?
I'm helping you.
You're not helping
I'm helping you.
No,
He
you're not
made
helping
Smush change in a broom closet.
Kobe was talking bad to his players. You can't do that. LeBron will never do that. I want to speak for Michael because Michael actually punched Steve Curry in the face. So we're not going to get into that. See, LeBron James is Kobe's daddy. LeBron James is Michael Jordan's daddy. LeBron James is the league. Everybody in the league, LeBron is the daddy. Mr. Scully.
There are so many things incorrect in that last statement, including, and my name isn't even the most incorrect thing that he said.